Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. Today we are going to see class 10, chapter 5 life process. In that we are going to see excretion, previous year questions. So as I mentioned in the previous videos, so marks are given here, okay, and also which year it has appeared also I have given mentioned here. So please go through children. All these videos will be helpful to you. Yes, let's start. Describe the structure and functioning of nephrons. See, actually, the nephron is the basic structural and functional unit of the kidney. So, each kidney consists of millions of nephrons that help in the filtration of the blood. A nephron consists of a glomerulus and a tubular part. So, this is the glomerular. Can you see here? This is the glomerular and this is the tubular part. Then it is enclosed by a cup-shaped Bowman's capsule. So, you can able to see here, yeah, Bowman's capsule. The tubular part includes proximal tube. So, yes, this is a proximal tube and the loop of Henle is here and this is the distal tube. So, these tubes open into a collecting duct. So, this is the collecting duct. Can you see children? Yes. So, the loop will be here, right? Okay. These tubules open into a collecting duct. Okay. Then blood capillaries surround the tubule for exchange of substances. So, the first step, what is happening? First step in functioning is filtration. Then blood is filtered under pressure in the glomerulus. Already I told you what is happening here. Yes. So due to the high pressure, blood is filtered here and small substances like water, glucose, salts and urea, they enter the Bowman's capsule. So the second step is reabsorption of useful substances into the blood. There, glucose, amino acids and most water are reabsorbed in the tubules. So the remaining waste forms the urine in the collecting duct. About 180 liter is filtered daily, children, but in that only 1 to 2 liter is excreted as urine. Just go through all these points. Yes. Let's go to the next question. What are the methods used by plants to get rid of excretory products? See, it is undergoing, exchange of gases is happening by means of stomata and then by the transpiration. Yes, excess water is also, given out and these waste are stored in the vacuoles. And what happens? Leaf, falling of the leaves also. So waste will be liberated out and then resins and gums also they are, so where they are stored in the old xylem tissues and some are excreted even into the soil by means of the root system. So how is the amount of urine produced regulator? See, it is done by mainly two factors. One is the water content. If you have more water in the body, less reabsorption takes place. Yes. So you people are having more water in the body means you don't feel thirsty sometimes, right? So we can just compare like that. So if you have more water in the body, less reabsorption takes place. That is why the urine will be more dilute. But when the water is very less in your body, uh, sorry, more dilute urine. Less water are there in the body means more reabsorption takes place. And then what happens? Less and concentrated urine will be given out. So dissolved waste. So more waste will be given out. So more water is needed in order to remove this dissolved waste and hormonal. So ADH regulates water reabsorption in kidney tubules and nervous control. Of course, bladder is muscular and also it is under the nervous control. That is why we have that urge to urinate. So we can control it. Compare the functioning of alveoli in the lungs and nephrons in the kidneys. This is a very important question. See, it's a 5-mark question. It has been asked in 24, 20 and 17 now. So alveoli is a balloon-like structure. They are thin wall. They are rich in blood supply and also their surface area is approximately 80 square meter and exchange of gases like oxygen is given into blood and carbon dioxide is taken by means of capillaries, that is diffusion process is undergoing. And then nephrons we talk means it is having the glomerulus, Bowman's capsule is present and tubule is present, mainly blood filtration. So what is removed? Urea or any kind of waste is removed and then selective reabsorption of useful substances. As I said, amino acids, yes, all those things will be reabsorbed. And then 180 liters is filtered daily. but in that only 1 to 2 liter will be excreted. So what is the similarities between this? See, they both have thin walls, so efficient exchange takes place. Both they are richly supplied with the blood vessels, and then both are packed in large numbers for maximum surface area, and both are functional units of their respective organs. So very important, both are. One more question. The kidneys in human beings are a part of the system for excretion. So kidneys filter the blood, it removes the nitrogenous waste, that is urea or uric acid, and also excess waste and salts, producing urine. What is hemodialysis? How does an artificial kidney work? See, hemodialysis is nothing but when you do hemodialysis, when kidney has been affected or some kind of a disease or some kind of injury, kidney is not functioning. Yes, during that time, people opt for hemodialysis. Nothing but filtering blood externally when kidneys fail. So what they will do, they take the patient's blood, yeah, they pass them by means of tube through a semi-permeable lining. So these tubes will be suspended in a tank where they will have the dialysing fluid. So because of yeah, some osmotic pressure, how they are maintaining is as blood. So what happens? The waste will be going outside. Yeah, it will go into the dialysing fluid, and the blood will be, yeah, just passing again by means of another tube to the patient. So here the waste will be urea or excess salts, yeah, diffuses out through the membrane to fluid, and purified blood is again pumped into the patient. Okay, here the main thing is, generally when we talk about kidney, their reabsorption takes place, children. But here in hemodialysis, it is not a real kidney, right? So no reabsorption takes place. That is a very important point. Yeah, no reabsorption. Draw and label the excretory system in human beings. Yes, you have to draw two kidneys. You have to draw two kidneys, and then this left kidney. Yes, this is the renal. Yes, the renal vein, and then this is the aorta part. Yes, through the blood is supplied, and this is the renal part, renal vein. What is the yeah? So what happens here? This is the ureter, and this is the urinary bladder, and this is the urethra. Everything should be marked properly. Try to mark everything this side. Yeah, please use scale and pencil while drawing the diagram. You should mark the parts with the help of, don't like roughly don't draw the line. Please use scale and pencil and draw a neat label diagram. You'll get full marks, children. Yes, we have come to the conclusion part. Yes, that's all for today. So we have completed all the previous year questions for chapter 5 life processes. Go through everything. Watch full video, children. Like and subscribe. That's all for today's class. We'll see you in the next class. Thank you.